Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Canada. We are proudly Canadian, eh? From the studios of SFTV Network. Tired of terrible Canadian comedy? Then get ready. Starring Doug Taylor, Joe Todd. This is SFTV, streaming funny TV.
Welcome to Random Thoughts with Doug and Joe. That's Doug over there. This is Joe over here. How are you, Dougie?
Joe, I'm...
Birchie.
Hi.
You all right, Doug?
Yeah. Oh, hi.
You good?
Yes.
All right, so tonight on Random Thoughts with Doug and Joe, we have some random thoughts for you. You know, a little background on Doug and Joe. Doug and Joe met a while ago. And I didn't even mean to rhyme that. And we met through a little game called hockey. You like hockey, don't you, Doug?
I've
dabbled?
partaken. I've partaken
Partaken? Partaken?
in a little bit.
In a little bit.
This is Make Art Scrabble words today.
Okay, that's what we're going with. Fine. Must be the whiskey.
Could have been the gin.
Could have been the gin. Either way, I knew what you said.
Or the 3 or 4 6-pack. I don't know.
I don't know.
Look at the mess I'm in.
You were always in a mess, Doug. Now, a little backstory of how I met Doug's wife for the first time. That was a funny story. We were at a car dealership, and I had ran into this young lady, and she happened to be wearing a hockey jersey or jacket of the league we were involved in. And immediately I called Doug in excitement when I found out it was his wife, and I said, Doug, I'm with your wife. What was your reaction, Doug?
I said, make sure you feed her and have her home by 10.
He did say this. This is a true story. And since then, we've all been friends. And now, we're having random thoughts with Doug and Joe.
Joe,
Doug?
is it just me? Or does everybody kind of shake the handle of the gas pump when they're done pumping?
They want to get every last drop, Doug.
Is it just me or does like
I do
women
it
do it too?
I don't know about women, but men definitely do it. I think we should definitely get some footage of that. And maybe do some investigating journalism to find out what the ratio to men to women are of doing the jiggle. And it could be, Doug, just a thought, we jiggle after we're done peeing. So maybe it's just a natural reaction at the gas pump. We don't like to dribble on our jeans. We don't like to dribble on our car. Just a thought, Doug.
Inquiring minds
Just a
want to
thought.
know.
This is true.
How's your drink?
My drink is Birchie.
Good.
Birchie.
Good, good.
Absolutely. Now, I don't usually like to talk politics, Doug. So I won't. Those are my thoughts on politics, Doug. Those are my thoughts.
Well, let me tell you mine.
Well, you have had something to drink. Are you sure you want to do this, Doug?
Well, let's save it for another show.
Possibly politics with Doug and Joe? Because we are pretty much experts. I voted once.
Yeah, speaking of shows, what are we
Yes.
going to call our show?
Which one? This one or the general show?
We could be like Bob and Doug. Well, Joe and Doug McKenzie.
Hey, Hoser.
Hoser.
Yeah, Hoser.
That one's kind of taken,
It's
right?
kind of taken. There was a Hoser mania there for a while. A very big cult following.
We could be like Joe and Doug's Excellent Adventure.
We could, but
Rad.
we go nowhere.
Oh,
We pretty much sit in your living room here.
that's kind of taken too.
That is kind of taken. So why don't we ask the viewers? What do you think we should call the Doug and Joe show? Random Thoughts with Doug and Joe, or just Random Thoughts? But you get to name it. Oh, you're going cool now?
Joe and Doug Blues, the Blues Brothers.
That's taken two, Doug.
Shit.
That's taken two. Any original ideas over there, Doug?
I don't know. Just have to have a sip and maybe a random thought will come up.
It's possible. Do random farts count? Because I may have just let one go. Silent, but deadly.
The killer, the silent killer.
Indeed.
Be careful.
Oh, Denise is here?
The fire's on.
The fire is on. We don't want one of those mishaps we had last week.
It might be bad.
It might be bad,
It
yes.
might be bad.
I still have singed arm hair.
You know, my we're sitting here.
We are sitting here, Doug. Good
Met in
observation,
hockey.
Doug.
Yeah, thank you.
We are
We
talking
met in hockey. And we're here now a few years later.
My hair got a little longer.
And I wonder.
Yours got a little shorter.
Yeah, and I think to myself, you know, my parents always told me I could be anything I wanted to be.
They did they?
Yeah.
Did
I
they
choose
tell
to
you
be
were
an
attractive
asshole,
as well? You choose to.
I choose
There's
to
a
be
sign
an
for
asshole,
that.
So.
There's a sign for that. You can put it online. It says, I'm not running for anything. I just wanted a sign. It's a true
Yeah.
story.
I might just do that.
I will get you a sign, sir.
I am.
All right.
Doug.
Taylor, the asshole.
I don't have to use my last name, but yeah, sure.
Ouch. Now they all know. Could have been a fake last name, but you let it out that it was your real last name.
Yeah, well, you know what? They also told
Doug,
me that
tell
to
me.
be responsible. And I am pretty responsible. Because when everything goes wrong, I'm usually responsible.
You're married, right? Me too. I am always responsible for everything.
It's one of those things.
Hello, Doggo.
It's one of those things.
One of those things.
Yes.
Do you have a random thought, dog? Just a burp. Fair enough. Random burps with Doggo. Random burps.
Speaking of dogs and
Dogs
cats,
and cats,
and
animals
things.
alike. Monkeys.
I've
tigers,
never
bears,
quite
mice.
understood this saying. And they say this saying when they, like, this whiskey is
The cat's ass.
the cat's ass.
I've
Like,
seen the
I don't
cat's
think
ass,
a cat's ass is nice, but why do we relate
I've seen the
nice
cat's
stuff
ass,
to the
Doug.
cat's ass?
I don't like the cat's ass.
Like, it doesn't taste like cat's ass. Not
Marissa
that I
Tomei's
know.
ass.
Cody?
I think we should change the saying. Right here, right now, let's make a stand. Cat's ass is out.
Doesn't make
Marissa
sense.
Tomei's ass is in.
Whose?
Marissa Tomei.
I'll have to Google her.
Such films as My Cousin Vinny with, well,
With Vinny.
Vinny. Yes. It was actually Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci.
But yes, I think we should change it now. I create that. My first motion is we say the Marissa Tomei's ass. Even aged, she is still delightful. Unlike the cat's ass, her ass is delightful.
Well, it definitely sounds better than a cat's ass.
That's my thoughts. That's my thoughts. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Dougie?
I am.
Marissa Tomei's ass?
You know, if I don't know, there might be a bubble above my head with her picture there. I don't really know. I can't see. But
I think so. What did you put in my drink? It's bubbly.
you're bubbly. You are
This one's
bubbly.
a tough one, Doug.
You are bubbly. You know what? I think tomorrow night I'm going to invite all my friends over so we can all stare at our phones.
Sounds like a party.
That's what everybody
Sorry.
does nowadays.
Hold that thought.
Uh-oh.
I just had a vibration. It's Facebook.
Well,
It's Facebook.
like I said,
We got a ding.
This is a good dinner party.
Good old Michael Hillenberg commented on my picture I posted of me eating spaghetti this evening. He said, "Yum, where is mine?" is what he said, Doug. And the news was live. I missed it apparently, but it was live. But be sure to check out one thing, folks. SFTV on Facebook. That's facebook.com/SFTV, where you'll find us. Indeed.
You know what sucks?
What sucks, Doug?
When you get old, you kind of forget things. Like you forget where you put things. The worst is, I forget where I put my reading glasses. And I search around, and I usually blame my wife because she moved them, because she always moves my stuff. Always.
Always.
And you know where they usually end up being?
In her purse.
No, on top of my
I was going
head.
to say, I don't solve a lot of mysteries in life, but I have one solved right now. It's on top of your head, Doug. What are you reading over there? What are you reading these days? What is on the reading list of the great Dougie? You forgot?
The Zombie Survival Guide.
That is important. That is coming, Doug.
It is. And
Now-
I'm well prepared.
If I were in the zombie apocalypse, Doug, I wonder if I would be the hero of my own story.
I don't know, Joe. You know the rules? The zombie rules?
There are rules.
There are rules.
Double tap.
Double tap.
Classic. Must double tap.
Rule number 2. Rule number 1.
What's rule number 1, Doug?
Cardio.
Cardio is definitely rule number 1. Rule number 2, double tap.
Rule number 3. Take your whiskey with you.
That's right. Always check for Twinkies. Very important. Because Twinkies is the apocalyptic food that we'll all be searching for, as it will outlast us all. Indeed.
That's scary.
That is scary. I do enjoy an occasional Twinkie, although evidence in front of me, literally in front of me, says I enjoy more than the occasional Twinkie. I don't eat a lot of Twinkies, so I like variety. What I would miss the most, Doug, is the meats, the steak, the chickens, the snake.
Beaver.
Beaver, definitely beaver. Yeah. Had your beaver chili today? Well, Denise's beaver chili. It was fantastic.
It was good beaver chili.
It was.
Cody or cameraman wouldn't eat any.
Nope. Prick. Rude. Rude, sir. Rude.
Well.
I think Denise is bored back there. We're trying, and I don't think this skit's working.
No.
I really don't. We'll have to play it back, but I really don't think it's working.
Gotta cut out a lot.
Not just that, I just really don't think it's working. Our random thoughts aren't so random. So maybe we have to write the script for this one and actually make it funny. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, turn the lights down low. Get some popcorn. Why do they need to do that, Doug?
Because we're coming to you live with SFTV.
The heck is SFTV? You gonna ask the dog? Streaming funny TV right in your living room or on your cell phone while you're taking a poop or on the subway.
YouTube.
YouTube. Thanks to YouTube. Big shout out to YouTube. What a great program. We could just throw on any random crap we want. And they have to watch it. Because we'll probably put on some kind of clickbait and say, this is a great show, watch it. And then they'll just have to watch it.
Facebook. And any other social media you can find out there, we'll be on.
We'll be on it. So what are we bringing you? Well, he's old. I'm almost old. Can I say that?
You just did.
Apparently. So he's old and I'm almost old. And we remember the good old comedy, Doug.
John Candy.
Martin Short. Eugene Levy.
Eugene Levy.
The greats. The greats. And we said, no offense to the other guys, we got to bring back some great Canadian comedy, eh?
Bob and Doug.
Bob and Doug McKenzie. Hoser, eh? So we said we're bringing it back. And it's here.
And we're going to do it for you. And we're going to do it live.
We are doing it.
Well, we're going to
be
do it live. But
like I'm
alive.
alive. Like I'm living.
Yeah.
Like I'm a living human.
It'll be live when we're actually
like
doing
I'm alive.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but
yeah.
you'll see like a recorded version of our live version of ourselves.
We might even flash up live right on the screen.
Yeah.
And then you'll think it's live. So,
it's kind of, how would you know?
You'll never know.
So,
coming to you live
from SFTV Studios. Joe Todd starring this guy.
Pull my finger.
That'd be me tonight, though. Who's that guy?
And this is my miniature sheepdog.
It's a miniature sheepdog.
Oh.
They might check your facts.
It's cooler than saying a Shih Tzu.
They might check your facts.
It's cooler than saying a Shih Tzu.
Yeah, but they might check your facts.
Okay, it's not cool. Go.
So, not a miniature sheepdog, because we don't want to get sued. Do you want to get sued? Because I don't want to get sued. I like girls named Sue, but I'm married, so that doesn't matter at all.
You know what? We might have to have a disclaimer on everything we do.
We might have to.
Everything.
We might have to. The lawyers, can we check with the lawyers, please, on that? Because I don't think he has a filter, and I definitely know I don't have a filter. So, yeah,
well,
we'll get the legal department on that.
So,
yeah.
So we'll be doing
disclaimer
news?
at the bottom.
We'll be doing news.
News. Only the good news, though.
Only the best news.
Only the best
around
news.
the world.
Around the world. And we're bringing back some really classic comedy from some great comedic legends in our eyes, anyway. Some family members of yours.
A couple of live skits.
Yeah, live skits. But no, let's go back to that, though. Are we
What?
not announcing that?
What?
That prick dad or wonky dad or
Right.
dad's a dink?
We may just have some exclusive rights to My Drunken Dad.
My Drunken Dad. That's it. I knew it was something like that.
Yes.
I was thinking of my dad and bringing in like some different words. But yes, My Drunken Dad. We may, disclaimer, have the rights to My Drunken Dad, bringing into that live. That may not be for the kiddies, though. Some of our stuff will be for the kiddies, but that one you might have to send them in the other room, just like you do at, the old witching hour. Wink, wink. When
it's time to do the laundry?
Yeah. Because they just get in the way, right? Because you fold it and they knock it over.
Send Jimmy out in the balcony.
I remember that. I remember that. For those that don't know that, that's a funny story. It's funny you bring that up, Doug. And I think you tell it better than I do, though.
Well, if I could remember it, I'm old.
He is older than me,
but
I am
that
old.
story will be coming.
It will be coming. There's lots coming. When
Stay
we
tuned.
film it live. Stay tuned. Coming soon. From the SFTV Network Studios. Joe Todd.
Doug Taylor. Pull my finger.
Pull his finger. You don't want to pull mine because
He doesn't need to pull it.
it just comes naturally. So, make sure you catch
Tune
us
back soon.
sometime. And I drank it all, but cheers. And the name in the words of the great Red Green, keep your stick on the ice. Doug, you're gonna keep mentioning the shirt. No, you gotta start with the shirt.
I gotta start with the shirt?
Yes, Doug.
Okay. You ready to go? Okay, here we go. Well, here we are. Joe,
Doug?
I see you've come all dressed and prepared.
I was running a little late, Doug.
That
Got this
shirt
shirt
looks
from-
awfully familiar.
It's because I got it from your office, Doug.
Snooping around my office.
Absolutely,
In my
Doug.
wardrobe.
You shouldn't leave it unlocked.
Well, you know what? We can share.
Thanks, buddy. I knew I could count on you.
So,
Welcome to SFTV Network News. I'm Joe Todd, anchorman, all around good looking guy,
I'm Doug Taylor.
and this is your news. 6 o'clock news.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock news. Welcome. Our top story tonight. I like my coffee. Top story tonight. It is now illegal to eat meat, so we're all forced to be vegans. You didn't hear this?
This is not going to work for me.
This is not going to work for a lot of people. Especially Judge Moonstone. Judge Moonstone, as we all know, one of the most law-abiding citizens. You know, if we talk about Judge Moonstone, many moons, see what I did there? Many moons from now, then, you know, like Abraham Lincoln, the man who told no lies. It was Abraham, right? Or was that George Jefferson?
No.
George Washington?
They all didn't tell
One of
lies.
them didn't tell a lie.
I don't think any U.S. president
Or
told a
Canadian,
lie.
eh?
No U.S. president
This
told
is
a lie.
true.
No.
I did not have coffee with that woman. But in top news, it is now illegal to consume meat of any kind. And you are forced now to go vegan. And Judge Moonstone, we have exclusive footage, and we're going to go there now, Doug. Well, not go there, because it was pre-recorded yesterday.
We're going to go there.
There. And we're gonna show them Judge Moonstone. Well, I'm not even gonna spoil it for them, Doug, for our viewers. Let's go see what Judge Moonstone was up to in an alley downtown. It's not gonna be there, Doug.
It's not.
No, I'm not that
Where's it going to
talented
be?
behind the talent. They're gonna see it. We're not gonna see
Oh,
it.
okay.
You get to see it on your little screen there.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm new.
Well, there you have it, Doug. Did you see the meat on that gentleman?
Well, I'll have to go find that alley.
Yes. You might want to say that off the air, Doug.
Oh.
He meant find the alley to get the rest of the story if there was one to get. Right, Doug?
Hello?
Apparently, we have a call from upstairs. Not that upstairs. Who was it?
I can't take.
Okay. So, in other news, apparently there's some cool news around the web, though, that you wanted to bring up, Doug.
So, Joe,
Doug?
I've come across some great world stories.
Great world stories. Hold on, we gotta do the thing. Great world stories.
Is
Okay, you can go on.
it there?
No, it's up. It's
Oh, I see it.
you don't see it. They see it. Go on.
So, from the Daily Kansan.
Yes, the Daily Who?
Kansan.
Kansan.
From
Very
Kansas.
big newspaper.
US. Sure.
Okay. Not the New York Times or.
It's actually.
Is it a reliable
it's
source?
It's actually a university.
Did you test your sources this
It's
time?
a
Doug?
university paper.
Okay, university paper. So
Test
it must
them,
be true.
Test them. Well, they.
I mean, the
They
kids
start-
are controlling guns and
I
the
did test.
decisions and
I
stuff.
did
so
test
it
the
makes sense.
paper
Okay,
because
okay.
it started the
I'm
fire.
just checking.
Well,
I remember last time that you didn't do that, and then we had some angry emails.
well, this headline. I don't know. You can make of it what you want, and I'm not going to get into the story of it, but you can't look. But the headline is. I didn't make this up.
Spit it out, look.
Student excited, dad got head job.
The student was excited. The dad got the head job.
That's the headline.
That's something to be excited about. Reminds me of my vacation in UK.
Okay, next.
Moving on. Okay, we're not going
Moving on
there.
there.
Apparently, my vacation is not relevant. We're going on, and the next story, Doug.
So this one's from the New York Post.
Okay, bigger paper than the Kansas or the Kansan or the.
Yeah, it has a lot more
cans
advertisements
not.
and that's a lot thicker and everything's a bigger paper
Okay,
for
fair
sure.
enough. Fair enough. And
So it says, the headline is, statistics show that teen pregnancy drops off significantly after age 25.
There you have it, folks. You've heard it here first on SFTV Network News. That's when it happens, folks. It drops off significantly. Not completely, though, Doug, as I understand. Just from the title, I understand it's not completely.
After age 25.
It doesn't
Teenage
completely.
pregnancy.
But it significantly drops off.
Hello? Right. I'll let him know.
Did I say something wrong again?
Well,
Can I not say teen?
you're
Am
not,
I supposed to
you're not
say...
a teenager after 25, so obviously it would drop.
Fair enough.
Okay, move
Okay,
on.
moving on.
Now this is everybody knows the Tulsa world.
The Tulsa world?
Yeah.
Everybody does?
Sure.
Even me.
You should.
Okay, I know it.
So, so this headline is, again, I didn't make this up, these are real headlines. So, one-armed man applauds the kindness of strangers.
I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that. It is fantastic. I'm appreciating.
Maybe does that.
Maybe it does that. Or maybe it gets the more slappy sound. You gotta get the slappy sound in there. It's very close.
Do we have speakers on?
No, but they'll hear us. They'll
Okay,
hear us.
perfect.
We'll move on and then we'll...
That's Cody, our technical
Yeah,
director.
so
Hard
he's
at
fired.
work on his iPhone.
He's fired. No Leaf game for him tomorrow.
Done.
We're big anyways.
That's okay. Now you're really not going. Next!
Next. This is from the Express Times.
Ooh, the Express Times.
I don't know where the Express Times is, but it's a newspaper.
China.
Apparently it's fast.
Hey?
China?
China.
Thanks. We're not relying on things after
I don't think so,
all. I
but
think so.
the Express Times headline is homicide victims rarely talk to police.
But sometimes they do. I'm just saying from the article, they're saying that rarely, so obviously sometimes they do.
So when I get killed, well,
Don't
they
talk.
could. You know,
All right.
forensics.
Well,
and all
well, that's a
that.
good question. Maybe we should put a poll up. If you are a homicide victim, will you talk to police? Our next poll on SFT Network News.
That's a good poll.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to put a poll right on Facebook, on our Facebook page there, because we're savvy.
Because we need to know.
Tech savvy.
We
We need to know from you, folks. So we want to know from our viewers. Will you talk to the police if you're a homicide victim? Moving on.
So this is a baseball story.
I like baseball.
Yankees.
Now batting Mike Piazza. Okay.
Yankees and another team. And the pitcher for the other team is Oriental guy named Wang.
Good old
And
Wang.
The headline is...
I have a friend named Wang, so we can say Wang on this channel.
Well, it's his last name.
What's his last name? I know a guy with a first name Wang. Irrelevant. Okay. Move on. Sorry.
First name's Wang. Last name's Chung.
He might be.
Alright.
And
So...
he might hang tonight. No. Okay. Sorry. Go on.
So, stop looking.
Okay. I'm curious. You read the first book.
Like, if we're writing tests, we'd be kicked out of class already.
I would have
Or
wrote
maybe
it.
not,
I would have wrote it
because-
on the back of my glasses.
Or maybe not, because then we'd be
I don't wear
offended.
glasses,
and,
but if I
you know,
did, I'd write them on the back of my glasses.
Your scratch is healing well.
Thank you. From the old doggo.
You're welcome. So, the headline for this sports story is...
Can you get it out there, Dougie? Come on, Dougie.
Well, you guys know sports, especially baseball, and everybody
Yeah.
knows this guy, A-Rod.
A-Rod.
Yeah, big Yank.
They're Yanks.
So the headline is, A-Rod goes deep, Wang hurt. I don't make this up, it's an actual headline, dude.
A-Rod goes deep. Wang hurts.
Wang hurt,
I hear that can happen.
he hurt him.
Next. Next. Okay, moving on.
Alright, from the Daily Mail. A boy in Waterford, an 8-year-old boy in Waterford, he saved his sister's life.
Nice boy.
And yes,
Attaboy, Luther. Attaboy.
and the youngster's comment in the newspaper, I wouldn't do it again. She's been a pain this week.
Ouch. Brotherly and sisterly love.
Brotherly and sisterly love.
I can say that about the cameraman as he leaves the set. Usually we have a cameraman always on the set, but not now. So next one.
So, in the current news today, there's a lot of talk of a porn star and,
Yes.
and a president. And,
Yes,
certain
it's a
things
profession.
going on.
It's a somewhat more respected lately than earlier years.
Okay. So, anyways, this has nothing to do with that story, mind you, but the Associated
Well, we're
Press,
talking porn stars. Let Doug tell you about this porn star.
the headline in this newspaper is "Porn Star Sues Over Rear End Collision."
I'm not going there. I'm not going there, Dougie. I'm not going there.
I think we just did the car sound. No.
Hey! See what the camera guy is useless for? We don't even have our logo in the back now. We have random pictures.
I can't read that one because that one's just politically incorrect.
wait, whoa. Then I can read it. No. I'm younger. I'm allowed to.
Okay, well, here we go. This is in the Gloucestershire.
There we go. The Gloucestershire.
That's what I said.
The Gloucestershire?
Yeah?
As opposed to the Gloucestershire.
Kind of sounds like something out of Lord of the Rings or something, doesn't it?
Yes.
So, okay, so this is not
We are-
me again. This is a headline.
The Fellowship
I
of the
don't
Ring.
condone or anything else. This is
We are
just
wizards and Sorry, Gore.
this is just what it is. Girls' schools still offering something special. Head.
But it's an all-girls school.
It's from the headmaster, but the headline just said head. Girls' school still offering something special. Head.
So we talked
I forgot
about
to put
our
master.
disclaimers earlier, Doug. Is this
told
one
you.
of those times?
I told you. it
Is this
wasn't
one of
gonna
those
be
times we
head.
need to put the disclaimers up?
Well,
On to the Winchester Star, sir.
yep. From the Gloucestershire to the Winchester Star.
Are we in the UK, sir? Are we having some tea and crumpets
Yeah.
today? Oh, the pinky's up. Pinky's up, yes.
I like doing this.
You're just a man, okay.
So. Oh. Hello.
Disclaimer?
Yeah, it's been a while. Not much. How about you? I'm sure glad you called. Bye.
The missus again? Okay.
Where were we? The Winchester Star.
This is Winchester.
Okay. Study shows frequent sex enhances pregnancy chances. Who knew? What are you doing?
Honey, I'm gonna send you an email about an article. Just need you to read it. Okay, thanks. No, we're good. I'm good. Not related. Just happen to need to call away.
The Daily Utah.
Do they only have dailies in Utah? What about
Well,
the daily in?
This is
Not
more.
Utah.
This is more like a PSA,
Okay.
right? The Utah Poison Control Center reminds everybody not to eat poison.
Okay. In serious news, this guy's joking around all the time. Utah. Don't eat poison.
Never mind.
Looking at you, Tide Pod eaters. Go on.
In the Herald Palladium in South Haven.
The Herald Palladium.
Yep. The city is unsure why the sewer smells.
A lot of complaints then.
Well, it's a sewer.
But there must have been a lot of complaints for the city to have to put an article out on.
And last.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
the citizens are complaining that the sewers smell.
Wood clothespins.
Do you know why?
Wood clothespins.
That's a solution, but do you know why?
We don't know why, but it is a sewer.
I have a feeling the poop goes down in the sewer.
Oh,
I just have a feeling. Next.
nasty. Last and not least,
Oh.
the news on the Observer. 17 people remain dead in morgue after shooting spree.
He remained dead.
17
In the morgue.
remained dead in the morgue after the shooting spree.
So, this just in. Good news, folks. Zombie apocalypse. Not starting now. According to our sources here.
Because they're staying dead.
They're staying... Good news, folks. They're staying dead.
And that is the wacky headlines of the world today. Oh, was I supposed to hear that? Or is it just for them?
It's just for them.
Okay.
It's always just for them.
Next.
In other news, there's this new show starting. Very big news.
Have you seen it?
No, it hasn't been filmed yet. I heard it's currently filming now. It's massive. It's starring two very attractive gentlemen, well, at least one.
Thank you.
So, check out SFTV Network, SFTV News, Joe Todd, Doug Taylor.
Pull my finger.
Oh my finger. Keep your stick on the ice.